Right. So, where do I begin with today? First off, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Airlock Podcast with new artwork, thanks to Lieutenant Newt. I'm loving this picture right here. This literally looks like me in every morning, and yeah, same facial expression. So, sorry for the late-ish start. Seem to be having a problem with the bot, which just means I'm gonna have to finally find a new bot, because this thing has finally died. Was wondering when it was going to happen, but it happened. So, already a good start. So, we'll just move on with what we have. We'll do everything live, moderating. That would actually be a good time to say, if you are in EH and would like to be part of the podcast team that I am currently in the works of making, still unofficial until it becomes official, I am looking for moderators. And would love to have some moderators right now, because yeah, my bot's dead, or I think it's dead. I don't know, it might be dead. Yeah, anyway, it's fine, we'll do it live. Live moderating, it's fine. Either way, I have with me today Lieutenant Colonel Taygetta of Epsilon Squadron. He's patiently waiting on the call, and we'll just go straight into it once I figure out all my hotkeys and that have been rebinded. Joy! It wouldn't be a Legion stream if it didn't have technical difficulties, of course. Alright, I think I got there it goes. Yeah, and yeah, we're just gonna go straight onto it. I have with me on the line Lieutenant Colonel Taygetta. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty all right. How about yourself?
Panicking. My bot died.
So I heard.
Yeah. I was wondering, I started the stream, and then it's like, wait. I looked at the bot client. None of the usual login attempts, that logs that I see when I first start the stream started up, and I'm thinking, that's not a good sign. I look at connections and yeah, nothing's on. Everything got wiped. So it's like, oh crap! I need to generate new tokens right there on the fly. And so it says it's connected. It says it's working, but every time I do a test to see if the bot makes the test announcement and not me, it always pops up as me. So I can't tell if the bot is up or not. It's fine. We'll go right through it.
No worries.
But either way, welcome to the show. You've been how do I call this? Nominated to be next on the show by Sky Shadow.
Yeah.
I'm using a new form of how do I find the next guest, and it's pretty much gonna be kind of like the ice bucket challenge, where the next person nominates the next person.
Nice.
So, right into it. Let's get right into it. How did you start in Epsilon?
Well, so funnily enough, the person who nominated me to be on the podcast, Sky Shadow, was the previous Epsilon Commander. So he ended up having some real life difficulties, and they needed to find a new Epsilon Squadron Commander. Because at the time, I had started out in Lambda. I joined during RTF in 2019, I want to say. Mm-hmm. And so I started out there with Genie as my squadron commander, and then they were looking for someone to lead Epsilon. I put my name forward, and they selected me, which was awesome.
Okay. So that, yeah, I'm now seeing why Sky Shadow nominated you. All right, so that was your start in Epsilon, and that's how you immediately got your commandership.
Yep. I never was a lieutenant commander. I went straight from a lieutenant to a commander.
Wow. What a jump. That must have been a heck of a learning curve, I guess.
It definitely was.
Yeah. Were you scared by the sudden promotion?
A little bit. I didn't think I was actually gonna get picked. I was just throwing it out there, like, hey, I think I can do this. And then they're like, yeah, if you're willing to accept it, you can be Epsilon Squadron Commander. And I was like, yeah, all right, let's do it. Because at that point, I'd only been in EH for about a month.
Wow.
It's coming in right at the beginning of the explosion of people we got from squadrons.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very surprising to become Epsilon Squadron Commander, and a little scary to get used to, getting used to doing squadron reports and doing the MSCs and all the rank promotions and rank recommendations. It's a lot to take in at once.
Yeah.
I will tell you that.
Yeah, I've been there. Trust me. I mean, not as quickly as you apparently, but yeah, I know that feeling all too well. But wow, so it was a whole month, and then you immediately got the commandership?
Yeah. So I joined on September 11th, 2020, and on October 19th, 2020, I became Epsilon Commander.
Wow.
So very, very little time in between.
Yeah, high expectations, apparently, right then and there, and hey, you've delivered. Wow. So, all right, and I have here in my notes, you just completed your 3rd tour of duty as Epsilon's commander.
Yeah. I just got awarded the Silver Star for completing it. I think I completed it actually back in October. I'm actually coming up on completing my 4th tour of duty, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because tour of duty is 4 months, so 3 is a year, and a year would have been last October. So I'm coming up on. Yep, I'm finishing my 4th tour of duty. Lord, I can't speak.
Don't worry about it. So, all right, that's really impressive, actually. And that's a 1 Silver Star or 2? I think that's 1.
I'm not entirely sure. I believe. Let me see. I think it's a Bronze Star for all. I think a year is a Silver Star, and 3 months, 6 months are Bronze Stars. Or 4 months to 8 months are Bronze Stars. Not entirely sure. You'd have to ask someone higher up than me. I'm not in charge of that.
Yeah, and I'm sure we have plenty in the chat that will, in the live chat on Twitch, will probably let us know, right here. Oh, never mind. Our newest Rear Admiral. Hello, hijacker. He goes, don't ask me. I know nothing. I see we also have Silwar Amberenta in the chat. Hello, everybody. If I don't, well, like I said, if we don't respond to chat immediately, I apologize in advance. All right. So, how is Epsilon doing as of late?
It's doing pretty well. We got some new blood recently in Wookiee. We had a couple come back to us in forms of Alderic. And overall, we're doing pretty good. We got some new people who are bringing some new blood, and with that, comes a lot of opportunities. And so far, they've performed great.
So now we have 2 people who apparently are now going to be nicknamed Wookiee, both on the hammer now.
Yep.
I'm seeing a pattern.
Wookiee 9C and them Wookiee cheeks.
Yeah,
it's 2 Wookiees. It's gonna be very confusing when they're in the same chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I see a pattern evolving here on the hammer. I wonder if every squadron on the hammer is gonna start having their resident Wookiee at some point.
That would be Oh, that'd be so confusing. You call Wookiee, hey, what's up, Wookiee? And you hear 2 responses like,
I wish I could say there's a certain scene in the latest Spider-Man movie that's similar. I'm not gonna say it due to spoilers.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I can just see that scene happening over, except it's just all the Wookiees. It's like, this is and just like Hijacker says, one is named Cheeks, the other is now Wookiee.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, I also heard that actually it's just right there on the newsreel right now. Wookiee got their promotion to lieutenant.
We did our first Chalquilla Cup match against Delta, and we won those matches. And right after those matches, I immediately put it in.
Perfect. I was actually just about to ask about the Chalquilla Cup. So, against Delta's team, how was that?
It went really well for us. We have a really strong team with everyone on. It's Epsilon's currently me, Githerin, Wookiee, and Lieutenant Scorch Taco Man. So we have a really strong team. It went really well. We had some great teamwork, and we were able to take both matches, which is phenomenal.
Now, was it difficult?
They definitely were no pushover. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so
it
was well earned.
Oh yeah, as Wookiee put it, he had more deaths in those 2 matches than his entire season in NSCL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they definitely were
high
no
praise.
pushover.
Yeah, high praise indeed. All right, that's that just makes me a little bit more scared about when we have to face against you. Nah, it's fine. Either way, it's all gonna be for fun anyway.
Oh yeah, it's a casual league. You know, we're all here to have fun.
Of course.
I mean, of course, everyone needs to do their best to kill Solwar, but other than that, you know.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Wait a minute. He's on my team. Hold up. No. I'm sure everybody's gonna be gunning down for Solwar as always, as is apparently tradition.
Yep, it is tradition. It's all right, Solwar. It's okay.
As he's going, I guess it is the rule. Yeah.
It is.
It's fine. It's fine. As I usually say on this in this channel, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. Usually, and for those veterans from the old days of my chat, every time I say that, yeah, no, that's not a good sign. Every time I say it's fine, it's like that meme with the dog in the room filled with fire.
Everything is fine.
Yeah, no, it's usually we're upside down, literally on fire, pouring gasoline on ourselves. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here.
How are you? So, speaking of competitions, I have to ask, time trials. I remember you brought a new level of low in season 2, and when I mean by low, that's a good thing in time trials. You were, I think, were you the first or second to like really bring down the all-time records under a minute?
I was the second. I believe Genie was the first with like 58, and then I hit I want to say 52nd.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at, yep, yeah. So it was Genie, and then you brought it into 50 seconds, and he was like unacceptable.
You posted the scores for the last day. I went, man, I don't have time to do that today. It was insane. The level they brought it down went from first to fourth in the matter of a day. It was crazy.
Yeah. They were very competitive in season 2, but now season 3 is out, and I don't know if you've been seeing the numbers.
Oh, I've been seeing the numbers.
What are your thoughts?
Dear Lord.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on both Xylo's and Kebla's performance in this competition?
Mainly just how. Holy crap. Jesus, 26 seconds is insane.
Yeah, no, I will be first to say I can't, due to his wishes, I am respectively not talking about how his strat is. He explained it to me because I generally was concerned, like, is this there's some form of cheating here, possibly, because I didn't think this was humanly possible. But
I didn't think it was humanly possible. Holy.
The moment he started explaining it to me and showed me step by step how it went, it made perfect sense. So, yeah, for those of you who are wondering, no, he's got to be cheating somehow. No, he actually showed me, explained it to me step by step, and yeah, it's possible. But again, due to his wishes, I'm not talking exactly about how he did it. All I will say is it's legit.
That is insane.
And now, that has sparked both him and Xylo to both say, oh, it's quite possible to go under 25 seconds. Here I am, my little rat brain thinking, no, 25 seconds is literally the human limit in this competition. There is no way, shape, or form that I think they could make it under 25 seconds. But both of them still think that they can. Do you think it is possible to get under 25 seconds?
It's gonna be really. I forget what. So what do you have this respawn time set to? I don't quite remember.
The game will only again. This competition, for those of you wondering, is all taking place in Star Wars Squadrons, in a custom battle on Yavin only. So literally,
so we changed it. I see.
Yeah, no. This season, we're gonna sort of switch up some of the competition details. We're setting it to one map, which obviously the first one was chosen as Yavin by how do I say this? Unanimous decision.
Yeah.
I also increased the medal requirements for all the medals. The copper wings, which is the lowest, is 2 minutes and 30 seconds now instead of the 3 minutes, because of how close and how quickly you can get the kills on Yavin, seeing as how there's absolutely no point. Yeah, so it's like I gotta bump that up. And now that the platinum wings are on the line, I had to drop 4 months straight in a row in order for the platinum wings to be there. So it's like, you got a lot of time. Everybody's got a lot of time. But I might have to talk to somebody. If they honestly get under 25 seconds, we have to start talking about distinguished flying medals, because I don't know if the platinum wings is good enough for breaking the human limit. The respawn, the game will only allow me to go as low as 5 seconds. It will
5
not.
seconds.
Yeah, it will not let me go any lower than that.
So human limit, I definitely think that's possible, because 15 seconds at a minimum for all respawn times, so you can't go lower than that.
Well, see, I first thought 15 seconds was the limit, but it's not. On Yavin, it can't, because of how far away.
Yep, and yeah, that's where you lose all your time, is trying to find you is really what it is, because
yeah.
I mean, that's what knocked my time down, was it's trying to find you. And once you have, once I have you in the targets, I can go ahead, I can pop boost, I can get over to you quick. But until I see you, I'm flying around trying to spot your little dot, try to see if I can get you. And that's the biggest time waster on Yavin, is trying to find where you spawn.
And there's also the question of loadouts. What loadout you gonna bring? What type of ship are you bringing in? And another thing everybody's been asking, and I'm gonna start doing, is posting what ship was used to break this time. So far, the A-Wings and Interceptors have been the top picks. Though, that being said, TIE Bomber has also been high up there. Those under a minute times, most of them have actually been TIE Bombers.
Yeah, I definitely cannot use one.
Yeah, like I remember your attempts. Was it a TIE Fighter or TIE Interceptor with plasma?
I used a TIE Fighter.
Yeah, it was the TIE Fighter. Okay, yeah.
Yep, TIE Fighter with Plasburst. Gotta love me some Plasburst.
Now, I have to ask, the Plasburst, 50-50 chance of hit registration actually happening?
That's what it feels like most of the time. That can really screw you.
Yeah. I remember that.
Just what the game is. Unfortunately, the hit registration isn't great to begin with, and when you add a one-shot weapon like a Plasburst, you notice it a lot more than, say, burst or just standard lasers.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you and there was two others that used the plasma burst, and I remember seeing those lasers in front of me hit me,
You
and then
seen
I
them
took no
charge?
yeah,
Yep.
and then I took no damage. I'm like, that ain't right.
Like, wait a second, why am I alive?
Yeah, it's like I know I got hit by that. Um, and we have Kebla in the chat saying, "I'm gunning for that, under 25 seconds."
I think it's possible. Definitely think it's possible.
So it's like, yeah, like I think, I said this before somewhere. I don't know where it was. It's like one of those like sports animes where, like the one I remember specifically was Eye Shield 21, where they were in the anime. It's like the main character is trying to be the fastest possible. And they do this one practice. It's a football anime, and he's a running back. He's tried to do this one running speed test, and apparently, the human limit in this test is like 5 seconds. And in this anime, he's always trying to get lower and lower and quicker, and he ends up getting 4, breaking the quote unquote human factor. This competition. Under 25 seconds is that human factor right now.
Yeah, I think. I mean, especially with what almost 4, it's 3 months and like what 3 weeks. Yeah, no people.
Yeah.
I think both Kebla and Xylo are gonna hit under 25.
Now though I'm very excited to see these two duke it out, to see who will be able to break it. I know there are others in the core that are just waiting. They're just literally waiting for like the last minute, and I'm gonna be swarmed with attempts going, can I go? Can I go? And then I'm just gonna see all these 25 seconds, 24 seconds in a row. It's like we're gonna be down to the nanosecond at this point.
Yeah, because I will say they're definitely our pilots. Like I would say Githarin, Wookie.
Wookie.
Genie. I mean, I know they can go lower. I know they can do it.
Now I know Githarin. I really was actually hoping he would partake in this competition at any point during season 2, and he never showed. Which I'm not saying this in a bad light, but it's like I was really expecting him to like take the prize from everybody, because I know how skilled, how well he is in this game, but I haven't seen him at all. You think
he's been doing some real life stuff. Most people know, he did recently just become a father.
Yes,
so
yes, that is true.
He is dealing with that and some work. So he kind of took off. I say took off the month last month. He still got a bronze star. Yeah, that's just how he does. The man has not. Yeah, like Hijacker said, he was focused on Star Wars Squadrons Ace and then had the baby, and he kind of dialed it back some. Which in this case is going from, instead of 600 to 900 matches a month to like 100.
Okay, well,
which is still
yeah, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
But hey, at least he's taking his family as priority, which is always a good thing. But yeah, I was just I guess that answers why he didn't show up in season 2. Which then if that's the case, then yes, of course. I am still hoping he would at least make one attempt at some point in these next 4 months, because I know he's gonna bring.
He definitely will.
Yeah, because I know he's gonna bring an A game, and I know he's gonna challenge the top pilots. It's like, 25 seconds. Watch this, 19 seconds.
Oh lordy.
I was like, hold my beer. So yeah, here's hoping that we get some pilots from the shadows just stealing the show, like how a lot of the warrior pilots out of nowhere, in season 2 stole the show from most of the pilots. They didn't steal it from Genie, but they stole it from everybody else.
That was crazy. I was not ready for that.
Yeah, Wreckage and Frozen stealing second and third from everybody else. It's like, where were they this entire time? They were working like me. I remember last week, Wreckage was constantly trying to get a match in, so I know it was hard for him. But I was also not expecting Frozen. I don't know to join the competition.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to participate because he was trying to take a break from competitions. But then he was in the same voice call as me at Wreckage, and he was like, you know what? I'll do it.
That's pretty much why I did it. I was in voice calls, like, yeah, screw it, let's do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, because that was one of the last days. It was the 28th, and on the 29th,
yeah,
they got sub 50. I was like, all right, you know what, they deserve it. I can't. Oh my lord.
Yeah, not on the last day. It's like I was like, at this point, I was like, okay, incoming. I know I'm gonna get like 40 messages for attempts. And I didn't get as many, but I still got a lot. But unfortunately, nobody got the second and third place back from the Warrior Pilots, which is amazing because it's like, oh, what a steal, Right,
like, dear lord.
So shifting gears away from the competition, I have to ask, you were under a different name.
Yes, I was.
I have to ask because I'm looking at the name and I'm not gonna even attempt to say it because I know I'm gonna screw it up.
So Bayet Decole. I used the little Star Wars name generator right there because I was first joining, I didn't really know how EH worked, and they said, what's your name? What's your in-universe name? And so I was like, here, do this. And then people were getting confused, because outside people were like, I would recruit someone like, your name's not on here. I'm like, oh no, I'm under this name. And then lots of confusion ensued. And so I was like, you know what? Hey, Pliff, can I just switch this up real quick? People are getting confused. So I just switched over to Taygetta, which is, my gamer tag. And yeah, that's pretty much why I did it.
Okay. Because I was looking at it, but like, there's a currency symbol in there, some sort of weird symbol floating on the top. It's like, is this right? I don't know.
Yeah, inside the database, they don't like apostrophes.
Oh,
don't know why. So yeah, it's supposed to be the apostrophe. If you haven't chat, Marenta actually has it almost right.
Yeah. I don't know if Twitch chat would even have those symbols on there. I'm gonna try. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, it was
There we go.
Yeah, and that's how it's supposed to be, is the apostrophe right there.
Yeah.
But people were just getting confused, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna switch it.
Yeah, I was just like, wow. I wonder what happened with that name change, but I guess I know now. It's just for simplicity's sake.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I did that a while ago where back in the olden days of Xbox, like original Xbox, like when the first console of Microsoft came out, I never went by the gamer tag of Legion. I went by Forte. Now, for those of you who, I don't want to say this and like piss somebody off. For those of you who are musically accustomed, for how to write Forte is just writing Fort and then E. The number of times I heard "Hey 40," I'm like, nope, I'm changing this.
Nope.
I'm changing this name. So yeah, I can understand. I can understand the name change. All right, so I have to ask because I saw this title here, almost slipped by me, and this is I know this is one of the big titles, MP Ace of the Thai Corps 2020.
Oh yeah.
How'd that happen?
I believe that was. Yeah, let me look real quick. I believe I got second for that. Let me look.
Oh, did you?
MP Ace of the Thai Corps. I placed first for the monthly, but I think for the yearly competition, I placed second with, I think, Genie coming in front of me.
Oh, of course, of course, Genie.
Yeah, because I will say I used to be a lot more active when I first joined the EH. First 2 weeks, I put in like some 240 legions, something like that, for RTF, and then I would put another 500 in for the next 2 months. And then people who were around back then remember this, but the new expansion for World of Warcraft came out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I got a little sucked up into that. It was right at the end of November.
Oh,
and
okay.
kind of fell off the EH a little bit. So, flew a lot less and played a lot more WoW.
Yeah, as is tradition. Now I have to ask, because I know there's several of us in who used to play World of Warcraft. So was I. I have to ask, for the Horde.
Of course.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
would it be any different? WoW. Yeah,
well, because there's
Horde all the way.
there is some out there that
the Alliance is weird, so.
Yeah, there was some in the core that I have actually that actually do play Alliance, and I'm like, Yeah, I knew it. Yep, Marenta.
Both Marenta and Hijacker. I'm disappointed in you. Horde is definitely the way to go. Not. If you want pretty people, just be a Blood Elf. Blood Elves are great. I'm a Blood Elf.
I was just a straight up orc. I forgot. It was so long ago. I forgot what the class was. I think it was what's the first one? The warrior, fighter.
Warrior, yep.
Yeah,
the warrior.
I think that was. God, it was so long ago. I honestly don't remember. I know I was just. I was
you're
a green
old
skin.
school.
Yeah, I was a green skin. Or, yeah, no, it was a green skin because I didn't choose the brown skin one. But yeah, so okay, so you're heavy on the single player and XVT missions. I saw on your combat record. TCIB this month. Have you actually gotten into that or not?
I
really?
have. So the 99% of what you see for that was all for RTF. Every single one of those. Okay. The first time, my very first mission, it was a single XWA single player mission, or like a free mission. That was my very first one. I flew that for RTF 2019, and I didn't touch single player until a year later for last RTF 2020, or rather 2020 2021. So I actually I do not fly a lot. It's mainly just multiplayer.
So I was gonna say, so all those legions and what was your echelon? You were at like 18th echelon? Higher?
No, not that high. Not that high. I'm at 15th echelon.
15th. Right, okay, yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say that's still pretty freaking high. Yeah, 15th echelon. That's getting to the golden wings of that medal.
Yep.
And I'm looking at the rank, like, yeah, geez, elite combat rating, elite first. So so most of that was from Star Wars Squadrons.
I'd say about 80%. The other 20% would be when I first came in. I did. Because and my first RTF Squadrons wasn't out yet, so for Legions of Conflict, I flew Star Conflict every day for like 18 days or something like that. I think in like 2 weeks I put in like 150 hours in Star Conflict, and rose to like number 4 on the PvP leaderboards. It was stupid. So but it was about 250. So we're really closer to 75% our squadrons.
I see our rear admiral just saying, "I'm sorry."
See, I actually enjoyed it. PvP is actually fun in Star Conflict compared to PvE. PvE is mindless.
Yeah, I was just gonna
mind-numbing, just nothingness. While PvP actually is like skill based. There's actually, you actually have to try. It's not just, let me shoot something and then sit here for like 5 minutes and be done. So no, you sit there for like 10-15 minutes doing Star Conflict, and it is actually fun, especially with the ships, with all the different ships.
So when it comes to PvP, that's where the actual game is. PvE, it's like, and that's where the spam conflict meme in our community is coming in. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm starting to finally see the finalized picture of this meme here. Because I remember, I remember Sky Shadow saying the same thing, how he actually enjoyed the game, and that there was more to it than just the spammy parts that I keep hearing about.
I didn't even get into there is an open world in Star Conflict.
Wait, what?
It's an open world game. That happens to have PvE and PvP.
Huh.
There's a whole open world. I'm not sure if there's too much of a story, but there's definitely open world. You grind stuff out. And a lot of people don't realize that because
like our Rear Admiral who just said that in chat.
People think it's just people just think it's the spam conflict, and they hear that and like, oh, I'm good, I won't play.
Well,
there is an open world. I have flown in it. I am not just talking out my ass.
As Marenta says, lies. Proof. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna check it out. Now, like, I have it. I just never opened it because I had just started. I finally, after months of it not working and asking people for help, I finally got the battle launcher to work on my PC. So I can now finally play the battles and the free missions and all that. And I just started that. And so yeah, I just started to get into that. And what was going to be the time me checking out Star Conflict has now been eaten up by all the, I get to play these battles and free missions now. Awesome.
Yeah, which, speaking of, I actually enjoyed those a lot more than I thought. There's a few of them were like, wow, this sucks, I don't like this, and there's quite a few that are like, wow, this is awesome, this is so cool.
So there's this one in the battles for TIE Fighter. I looked all the way down. It only has one mission in this battle, but it's just called Back to Basics, and I'm probably gonna get chewed out by a lot of you here. I tried that this morning. I cannot complete it. I absolutely cannot complete it. Because one, it says to fight rebel ships. You're not fighting rebel ships. You're fighting Imperial ships. And it gets to you're in a TIE interceptor with missiles.
Oh boy.
And usually I hear the thing is every time you can customize your missiles, go heavy rockets, no matter what.
Yep.
And that usually would work, but it's just waves of 3 ships of TIE ships. It's like, one, TIE interceptors, you shouldn't even have heavy rockets. 2, I only have like 4 of them, and they're just constant waves. I can't beat it.
I wouldn't be able to do it either. I suck at most of the single player games.
Yeah, but I'll eventually get it. I've been playing all the other battles, so here's hoping. Here's hoping I'm actually doing some good and not wasting somebody's time somewhere. I don't know. Now, one more thing I want to ask, and I'm gonna be at some point getting those who created this in the podcast to talk about Project Sovereign. I read in your latest Squadron Weekly report. Your squadron has opted in.
Yes, so we are currently it's on a hiatus currently. There was a lot going on, as you recall, during the last months of 21 with IS, RTF, Free Mob, and so wasn't quite getting the traction needed. So hiatus. I believe it's getting redesigned, and. Currently Epsilon is enrolled in that. We've seen a couple purchases. It's a really cool system. Brings a new level of roleplay to the TC. Once it gets finalized, I hope it goes out to the whole TC. It's a really cool addition because you get monthly salary based on position, what you've done during the month. and other factors as such. And you can buy ships, you can buy rounds for the whole squadron, you can buy blasters and droids. It's really cool.
Yeah, I started seeing this, and I'm like, why haven't I opted in with this just yet? Oh wait, that's right, our squad is still recovering. We're currently still recovering from a Thanos snap.
Epsilon has gone through a few of those, so I definitely feel you there.
Yeah, but I'm actually very proud at our current additions, especially Trevor, former infiltrator wing commander, who's also actually has to be on the show.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll eventually get him in here as well, I promise. But yeah, he's been a major help in increasing. Activity is not the right word. Participation, I believe, is the right word. Helping everybody starting to participate where it was starting to die out. I'm like, oh no, I'm losing it here. I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
He's been a major
every squadron goes through it, definitely. Where it wanes and waxes like the moon, like the tides. You'll get really strong bursts of activity from everyone, and people will wean off, and they'll disappear, and then you bring a new activity, and it just kind of comes and goes.
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely have a lot to thank with him and his help, and his stories are actually started to. He's finally started to put out more stories again, and they're very enjoyable. So.
Nice.
So at this point, I've pretty much have gone through all of the notes that I have. I open up the floor to any sort of discussions. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. Or we could just go ahead and yell at a chat saying no. I don't know.
No questions on my end. This has been really fun. Last time I did a podcast was for the TC podcast that Zek and Doy, or was it Doyan? Or it was Jack. Zek and Jack were holding.
Yeah. And that was how long ago? Like, I don't remember. I'm trying
close. To. Yeah. Was it Doyan? Okay, it was Doyan.
It was Doyan,
I couldn't remember who. I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up here when those were up, but YouTube seems to be slowing on me.
I believe it was right before the B-Wing and TIE Defender were added. Or actually, no, it was before they were announced. So this is probably November, December.
Oh, but B-Wing and TIE Defender for Star Wars Squadrons, you mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think it was, November 2020, I want to say.
Yep, that seems to be it. Okay, yeah, so that it was that long ago, and you are now in both podcasts.
Yep, I'm now, I can confidently say I'm in both podcasts that AEH has put out.
Yay! Let's see here. All of Civil War's pay goes into Firebird's Chalquilla tab, is what the Rear Admiral say. Well, I mean,
Civil War pays everyone's tab. That's why. That's another one of the rules. He pays for everyone, and we kill him for it.
Yes, because
don't worry. It's not. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say, if anybody from the old chat, my old days of streaming are in here right now, hearing both of us say that, they'll be freaking out right about now and going ballistic because they're like, okay, something broke, something's on fire, something's upside down. All right, so. Next Chalquilla Cup match for you guys. Who are you up against?
I want to say we're up against Ro. I'll have to take a look, because we got our match in pretty early into the 2 weeks, so I've not had to worry about it quite yet. Let me look right here.
Yeah. While he's looking, I do want to say Infernder has yet to have ours. Don't know why. It just apparently hasn't been scheduled yet. So you're up against Ro?
Yep, I'm up against the Jolly Rogers is what they are.
Ah, gotcha. So is there a team out there that you're really worried about going against? Or do you feel that confident that you could go against all without a single problem?
Definitely not without a single problem. There are definitely pilots in. Sin's gonna be a little scary with Kevla and wreckage.
Okay.
Delta was also one of our worries with Ranger, T-tier, Cobra. Those are all very good players. Row, it's also gonna be pretty hard. You got Fame Plane, Frozen. Those are not gonna be easy. Most of the teams have very strong players. Same with Tempest, with Cold Snacks, Acrisius, Gizernator, Hansu. Those are all great players.
Yeah, I was actually in the same voice call for their match. Oh, of course, I muted myself so as to not interrupt them. But yeah, I was actually watching that match on both sides live, and man, it was impressive. It was very impressive.
I definitely do need to practice a little better, get better at pinballing, because I have not quite mastered the art of boost gasping. It's a hard thing to do. I've not quite learned how to do it yet. And
so for those in the chat that aren't really familiar with the lingo, pinballing, what would you describe that as?
Pretty much what it sounds like. You look like you're getting knocked around in a pinball machine. You're going one direction, and all of a sudden you go another direction. You're going another direction very, very quickly. It's very. So I can't do it.
It's not the same. It's not the same as the drifting, or
no,
is it?
It is. No. In a way, yes, but it's also very different. It's essentially. It's called boost gasping because you're using all you're keeping like no boost in, but you're still boosting, which is why the gasping comes from. But it's essentially, it comes down to power management. It's all power management. It's as Tor says, it's under throttle boosting.
Okay.
I can't do it. I'm not great at explaining it because I barely know what it is. I'm not very good at it, but I need to learn how to do it better because there's a lot of people in the EH who know how to do it.
And they're in this competition, so we all need to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
Initial D. I just saw it in the chat. #Initial D. Yeah, that's about right. So, before we wrap up, I was to say which ship is it next? It's gonna be your turn to do the Ice Bucket Challenge to nominate the next one.
My turn to nominate
and
someone.
It's going to be, who is it? We had the Warrior last week, and this week is now the Hammer. So I guess it's got to be a commander from the challenge. Now that being said, I already got Hanzo, so it cannot be Tempest. So you get to nominate one of the commanders on the challenge for the next podcast. Who would you choose?
I nominate you. No.
Technically, that's already happened because Silwar wanted to interview me. But I could do myself, but at the same time, I can't.
You know what? I am going to nominate Major Graf Jin, one of my fellow old Lambda squad mates. Me and him are both in Lambda at the same time.
All right, so
now he is Eagle Squadron Commander.
Yep, you heard it here, folks. Eagle Squadron is next on the chopping, on the interview. So good. Look forward to hearing from Graf. Either Graf or oh wait, no, I can't say that just yet. I was about to say something that's not. Ooh, I almost did a Freudian slip. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Hurry.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start wrapping up here. I'll go ahead and deafen myself on the call. I'll be right back. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Alrighty, and that is going to be tonight's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for joining us as I'm continuing to set my Beskar Yeti Cup. I will. I'll let Graf know he's next on the on the interview list, and hopefully this week we could also finally get High Admiral Mordecai Wolf, as he said. His Friday is going to be his free day, so we can hopefully finally get him then. If not, that's fine. We'll always try to find a day that we actually can get the good High Admiral aboard. But that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for stopping on by. My name is Captain LegionX of Thunder Squadron aboard the ISD-2 Challenge. I will be back either Friday or next week with our next guest. It's either going to be High Admiral Mordecai Wolf or Major Graf Dijin. I hope I said that last name correctly. Apologies if I don't. Either way, folks, that's going to be it. Thank you all so much. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.